When it comes to trailable pocket cruisers, there's a lot of options out there today, but we have scoured the Miami Boat Show and made my top picks. In order to fit into this category, the boat of course must be trailable, but it also must be capable of multi-day cruising and have suitable accommodations for a couple or small family. First, let's dig into this Nimbus. This is more of a European style vessel. We have an open transom. Something else to note is you can actually walk around the entire cabin. And it's a decent sized walkway. Sitting in the cabin, you immediately notice this large sunroof. For a 30-foot, 8-inch boat, that is a lot of sunroof. That really brings the outside in on those nice days. We even have a lot of windows around, so your visibility and your natural light coming in is at its maximum potential. There's really a lot of room for passengers to comfortably cruise, right, no matter the weather. But, of course, when it comes time to maybe dine, you can do so right here at this table. A little something extra I want to mention are these custom sewn pockets in the side. They're even lined with a nice smooth felt, perfect for your phone or small accessories. I think Nimbus did a good job adding those. This particular cabin design is going to be better suited for a couple, as there is only one berth, although it is a large berth. You do have a small galley here to port, and then to starboard is a decent sized head. Then up on the bow, when it's time to hang out in the sun, this converts to a large sun pad or just a single seat. There's even an anchor locker here, complete with windlass, as well as a forward boarding ladder. And it looks like that's an all-chain road. Right now, I'm on the Solara S250 C. There's a lot to see on this boat, and a lot of it comes standard. Let me show you. In terms of versatility in the cockpit, we have a couple extra points here. First up, this ski pole that's actually can be stowed below if you want to access this special item under here. Flip this up and you have an electric grill. For a little more open and airy feel, this hatch actually opens up and gives more ventilation within the cabin, but this backrest also converts to a rear-facing seating for additional seating in the cockpit. This boat has a lot of systems that you might expect to see on a larger boat. For starters, we have a dual lithium power bank here. Now this will run the air conditioner and freezer. And under this center hatch, we can see that all of our hoses are double clamped. In the galley, there's an alcohol stove, refrigerator, and a microwave. This dinette lowers to create a berth, and additionally, there's a coffin berth underneath. The bow thruster is standard. Forward, this is a rather large V-berth, and also it can be converted into a horseshoe seating area. Just to starboard is the head. Another feature I can see myself personally taking advantage of is this roof rack, which increases your storage space. Maybe toss some paddle boards or crab pots up here. The bow's a little bit different setup with a pulpit with a boarding ladder underneath for whenever you're pulling up to the sandbar, and also access on both sides to your anchor road. We just climbed aboard the new Ventura 300. This is a company that is very popular in South America and has just been introduced in the United States. They've done some neat things on here. Let's take a look. It's powered by twin Mercury 200s, and just forward on the swim platform, we have access to an electric grill and a sink. And something I really like to see on the starboard side, access to a trash can, dedicated space for that. You always need that with storage. Maybe a good spot for a few fenders here. In this cockpit lounge area, quite a bit of seating, but something very cool is this entire thing lifts up and you can have access to the mechanical room. Now a little bit farther forward, come up one small step, helm station, complete with all of your controls. The helm is simple, but modern, and I feel like I'm a little bit elevated, so I have very good visibility. Let me show you the bow. This is where things get a little bit different. First thing I notice is how deep this area is. When you come in here, you're really protected on all sides, and it really encapsulates you in here in a nice way. All the way forward, we do have a dedicated anchor locker with a windlass and all-chain rode. Good to see that. This is a modest cabin, but it's still suitable for a couple. The wet head is large, complete with a vessel sink and a plumb toilet, refrigerator and microwave, as well as a small sink. Now there's a full beam double bed that is just underneath the cockpit. To power your appliances and your air conditioner, there's an onboard generator here. This boat really checks a lot of boxes, especially if you want to maybe aim more towards entertaining and a little less cabin, but still be able to sleep aboard. New from Trophy is their T29EX. Let's take a look. Back here in the cockpit, this rear bench seat will actually slide forward. The back will drop down to create a big sun pad. Overhead, a sunshade. It's powered by twin 225 Mercuries, and they also give us a bow thruster to enhance our slow speed and docking maneuverability. There's a sliding door as you come into the cabin, and you're greeted with a lot of light, a lot of windows, a lot of space. Dinette over here, and this table can drop down to create a larger berth, but this seat can actually slide forward. The backrest switches to create a forward-facing companion seat while you're underway. The helm to the starboard, complete, like I mentioned, the bow thruster to assist in that maneuverability, but you also have an additional door here. So maybe you're solo docking, something approaching the dock, this will make it a little bit easier on you. Port side, large sliding window. Oh, and also notice you have a skylight to provide light down below. Coming down below, I was actually a little shocked to find this is a 2-cabin layout. Talk about ideal for a small family. Toss the kids in here, although it could be another couple, an option for them in there. Now, to starboard, decent size head with a plumb toilet. The windows and the 2 skylights let in a lot of natural light into this comfortable and cozy cabin. Right now, I'm aboard the brand new Axopar 29 cabin. Similar to the 28, but this is a brand new prototype that just arrived in the States a couple days ago. Now, the cabin here is about like the previous model, but in the stern, they changed some things up. A lot larger sleeping berth that extends backwards. The overhead in here is actually a large opening hatch. When you're not accessing the berth, this cushion can be lowered to create a bench seat. This is the access I was talking about to that rear berth. But when it's lowered, you have a large double sun pad and additional cushions port and starboard. Just forward of the cabin, an additional surprise. Underneath this bench seat, there's another sleeping quarters. And these steps can be stowed away to create a large berth. Also, there's a sink and porta potty underneath. Up at the bow, there's U-shaped seating with a sturdy table and anchor locker complete with windlass all the way forward. Also, I want to mention that it comes equipped with a bow thruster, making operating a little easier. So as we can see, there's a lot of options for trailerable pocket cruisers out there. And there's different designs and features that might fit different people's needs, and I hope we were able to shine a little bit of light on that for you.